Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Wooldridge, and welcome to our day 9 training. I know that many of you guys have been anticipating this training because this is the part where we actually talk about how to monetize and how to make some money from all the work that we have done from the previous 8 days. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start right away. This is basically going to be a brief overview of some some tools and techniques and the different types of sites that I like to use to monetize your site. So first thing you want to do is make sure that you have all your articles that you have done created. If it's more than 5, some of you have 8, some of you have almost 10 by now, but any article that you created, make sure you add the rest of it to your blog. So I'm putting here add the rest of the articles to your blog. Now your money blog, I'm not talking about any of the Web 2.0 properties or those article directories, but make sure you put all your articles in your blog. All right. Secondly, now we're gonna go ahead and go back to the meat and potatoes of everything. So these are some of the affiliate programs that I highly recommend. You'll probably see way more affiliate programs, and I'm gonna add one more that I forgot to put in. Okay, so let me go and look at first is Contera. So let me copy this. And Contera, for you guys don't know, you might have seen this on a lot of other sites, but basically what they're mostly known for is putting lines uh, under the blog posts. So if I should have showed you an example, but basically, if you ever looked at some of the ads, you'll notice that there would be somewhere there was an underline, and it's not an actual hyperlink to another website, but if you highlight it, it will pop up and it will show you exactly it was just another ad. And what I like about it is it doesn't it doesn't intrude on your site in your on your web space. It doesn't take up a lot of space and a lot of room. So all they're doing is highlighting a word. It's not highlighting, it might be underlining like a normal hyperlink, and basically is just using text, and you'll get paid per click as a publisher. And you'll notice that when you join, they're going to ask a lot of information about your blog, your URL. See, this is what I was saying is why it was important to, if you haven't already, have an established looking blog, and also a blog that looks very normal and not like some auto blog. That's why I was going through the previous lessons on how to make sure that your site has a proper structure to it. Also, it has a persona to it, like a real blog site, because all blog sites usually have a person. You know the name of the person, you got their contact details, you got your social media. So that's why I was saying it's very critical that you have that. If you're not using your own personal name, at least have your pen name all ready to go. So when you do submit your application, you'll show that yes, it is a legitimate site. And also, you should be getting some amount of traffic. So just to show them. And all that right there will help you get approved because many of those sites are very selective. AdSense, of course, we all know AdSense. There's many different types of campaigns and widgets and sizes that you can use. My third favorite is going to be Amazon affiliates. Now, Amazon affiliates is a lot easier to get approved, believe it or not, but at least you want to show them a good working site. And many people make a lot of money with Amazon affiliate program. Now, don't be worried about the scaling percentages. I know when I don't have it in front of me, but I know, but it's a scale up depending on how much you sell. They will give you a commission. The commissions are tiered, and I believe they start off at 5%, and it will go as high as 7 or 10%. depending on how much you will sell. And what's great about Amazon affiliate is whatever product you're promoting, if they happen to go there and they don't have to buy the product that you're promoting, they might end up buying a DVD or a CD or whatever it is. You actually get credit for that, which really adds up. The next one is going to be ClickBank. ClickBank is very difficult. You have to figure out which advertisers to pick to match, well, which product to pick that will greatly associate with your product. Another one is called buy and sell ads. You can actually buy media buys from there. So you can buy clicks and put your banner on somebody else's website and vice versa. You can sell ad space on your site as well. You want other people to come and buy ad space. Buying and selling, well, selling ad space is probably the best way to make money in make money online is because you're eliminating the middleman. Well, in this case, buy and sell ads is the marketplace as the middleman. But if you had a very large amount of traffic, you can actually just sell it directly to them. And then finally, my last one I like to use is called Max Bounty. Max Bounty is a CPA, cost per action company. They they do broker pretty much the same amount of other products. Now, the thing about Max Bounty is you got to make sure that you put all your real information and your phone number and everything like that and be very truthful because they're actually going to call you to validate. So don't be intimidated by that when they call you to validate your website and your information. They just want to make sure that you're a legitimate person because there's a lot of fraud when it comes to CPA. So they're very selective when it comes to that, and the only thing they want to do is just validate. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. Contera and AdSense, what's good about these two is they automatically serve the correct and the most appropriate advertising to whoever your visitor is. And so basically what I'm saying is it's just a matter of you just plugging in the code and the ad server on their end will just manage it themselves. They'll find out what the keywords is and then they serve the proper ad. So it's totally hands off. Now these other type products, it's going to take a little bit more detail because you need to find the proper matching advertising that's going to go along with that service that you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at an anatomy on a blog. Uh, Obviously, my site doesn't have too much advertising. What I do have is my little 125 by 25 the icons, and that was another thing is use some of your providers that you use, whether it's your hosting company, the domain registrar, or whatever other service they use. They might have an affiliate program as well. So go ahead and just use their affiliate URL, and you can use that as an option to sell some of your services. Okay, so one of the things that you want to do is when you have a site is first and foremost you got to have some kind of banner right here. Okay, and then you want to have another ads on the side. All right, and just keep in mind if you looked at a pie and if half your pie is full of ads and the other half is full of content, then you got too many ads. What you want to look at is probably about 75% content and 25% ads. And anything more is going to be too much. And people tend to zone out ads. So so you want to ideally just pick what's going to work for exactly what the niche that you have. And that's why I was saying it's a little bit of challenge to figure out how to choose some ClickBank ads or Amazon ads or even the CPA ads because you're really going to have to get into the mindset of your visitors and see. And see exactly what they want. I mean, they might not have to even look at your particular niche. There might be a product or service that parallels your particular niche. So if your niche is automotive and you want to talk about race cars, well, maybe you can find a product on Amazon that has car wash, something to do with washing cars, or something to do to make your tires cleaner. Those are kind of stuff. I mean, you don't obviously you could probably sell a car, but that might be just a little bit more difficult. But it's best to just start off a little small and find out what coincides with your particular niche. Uh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that this is basically on a home page. So however you have it set up, like I said, you want to have something on the top, maybe like a 468 by 60 type banner on top, and you want to have ads on the side as well. And I like to use like a 125 by 125 square ads myself. And then some people will actually like to put an ad right here. This is a prime real estate for ad as well. But what I did, instead of putting an ad, I used my lead capture page. Okay, so that brings us to a lead capture page. Uh, Now, it's true that what they say, money is in the list. That's very true. Money is in the list. I mean, but unfortunately, the way that email is going, it is getting very, very, very difficult to, one, inbox, and then secondly, get open rates. You'll notice that open rates has been very, very low. So how can we tackle that? Okay. So what you want to do is just a couple of options. One is you're going to use your mailer. You can use your mailer on whatever is hosted on your cPanel. Now, what I always like to preach is, I know conventional wisdom is to tell you to use something like Aweber or iContact, but most of you guys, I always preach that you guys are on a limited budget, so you don't want to start off spending, and I don't want you to fall for the trap of doing the $1 trial a month, because chances are you're not going to recoup that money in 1 month. So let's start off real small by using something cheap. Okay, one, you could use your host supply cPanel, um, and secondly, you can use MailChimp. Okay, MailChimp is very good, but they only allow 2,000 subscribers, and then on top of that, they only allow 12,000 emails a month to be sent. So technically, if you had 2,000 people, you can only mail to them 6 times. Okay, and that's not enough for a whole month worth of advertising. So, and also, if you're into the internet marketing niche, the biz op niche, it is very difficult as well, because they tend to get mad and they don't like people like that send too many emails that's just pitching offers. So they're more into having they want like good quality emails to be sent, and not always kind of pushy and rough. So what I was saying about the open rate, there's two things that you can test out. You could say like you emailing a friend, or you want to contact a friend. Try this experiment. Send them an email, or send them a text, or send them a social media connection, whether it's send a note on Facebook, or send it on LinkedIn, or even send it on Twitter. Now, do that experiment. Somehow do it all at the same time, and see which one of the responses that you're going to get first. Chances are you're going to get a text message replied first. Second one is you might get a response on one of the social media platforms, and number three, you might get an email return first. That chances are it's going to happen. I mean, typical open rates are less than 10%, and 5% for most internet marketers that I know is great as well. So that means if I'm sending 100 emails, chances are only 5 is going to get open. So that's one of the problems with mailers. That's what I'm saying, it's dying. So second, how do we move along, get away from that situation of improving that open rate? Well, one, you can create more value in it and develop a relationship as well. And that can be very difficult if you're having some kind of anonymous persona. And then secondly, let's get their social media profile. So the best way to get your social media profile is using a product called Reportive. Okay, let me show you what Reportive does. Reportive is awesome. It's a free tool. Now there is some paid solutions, but like I said, we try to be on the cheap. And the paid version is called Flip. think. Yes, flip top. Okay. All right. So, and like I said, their pricing structure is see $19 a month. And basically, in a nutshell, what these two sites, a reporter and FlipTop, does is you take the email that you have and you paste the email into the to form, and then you highlight your mouse over the email, and this is what you're going to see. You're going to see all this right here. Now, what does it say? Well, look, I got their Twitter profile, I got their Facebook profile, I got their LinkedIn profile, I got their Skype profile, I got all these other stuff. And the reason why this is good is because not one, you got the email address. Say like you got an email address, but you might not have their first name or their last name. Now you have their first name and their last name. And then now you can connect them on Facebook, connect them on LinkedIn, connect them on Skype. So now you have the ability to, one, send an email, two, send a social media blast, and and three, whatever the other thing is. So what I'm saying is you're basically getting all this information off of one single email. Now, now it's not going to work for all of them because if they didn't open up an account with that particular email, you're not going to get it. But this should give you a good idea of how to successfully monetize your list to ensure that your response rate is much higher. Okay, so these I'm just gonna I can probably do another 30 or 40 minutes on how to properly do a lead capture page, but I think you guys know it. You go to a lead capture page and you have a one-time offer, and then then we'll have another downsell, or we'll have another downsell before they get all that information, and then we'll talk about how to get your autoresponder series created so you can have a totally automated sales funnel process. So that's going to be more in-depth training in another time. So these are some of the plugins that I like to use. The buy and sell plugin, ad injection, very important, and this will help you work with any kind of ads, whether it's CPA, Amazon affiliate, and even AdSense. Okay, now this 125, it's 125, but 125 ads is perfect. You can have as many those little square banners all in the side. And before I end this, I just want to go over how a traditional post, the way the post should add. Like, once again, you want to put an ad right here. If you don't have a lead capture, put another 350 by 200 size ad right here. Now, somewhere in the middle, you want to put another ad, and then also we'll put some more ads, all your square banners here, and then finally you want to put it's a good AdSense 300 by 250 text ads work really well right here because it just looks seamless to some of the other links right here. And the text AdSense text links are truly rewarding to that, because when they look at it and they'll catch it, because after they read the article they'll scroll down and bam, all these other related articles, and then you want to mix up your advertising. And then also finally in the comment portion, you want to have it right above the comment portion too, because these are the kind of things that everybody's eyes are already stuck. Advertising on this right hand side is very important because, one, this is where the mouse is. 99% of the people have a scroll bar right here, and wherever their scroll bar is this is where their eyes are going to be. So that's what I mean, it's crucial to have particular ads strategically in a spot. And in the body, as they're scrolling down, they will start reading your article, and a lot of people are in tune. They will tune out a lot of articles, but if it's very related to your particular article, they will click it. See, related articles, related advertising. You just want to make it look seamless as possible. Okay, so here's the like I said, here's the plugins to use for the advertising. These are the affiliate programs. Um, and so this is the mailers that I recommend. So if you've got any questions, let me know. We could post on the Skype group or post it on the blog post. But thank you very much and have a good day.